Welcome to the Rum Regret podcast. I am Andy Drake.
Johanna Myers.
Nate Tussey, and we drink and we know things.
And we are coming off a very exciting weekend of DC Fandome and several trailers for the future of DC. After we get news of a bunch of layoffs at DC, then we get this sort of exciting weekend of trailers and the future of DC. And I, as a DC fanboy, could not be more excited for what's coming up. Nate, just in general, how did you feel about all these trailers that came out?
Hyped beyond hyped.
Yeah,
I was super stoked. I was very excited with most of it. I was kind of bummed we didn't get more about Black Adam other than storyboards, and then there was a bonus thing you could watch that has The Rock talking about it.
Yeah.
After the fact, hey, let all the other Justice Leaguers know that we're cooking something that's going to be awesome, and he's getting all wrestle guy on him.
Right.
Yeah, in general, I was really excited. Everything looks great, honestly. I'm glad that it seems that DC is kind of riding their cinematic wagon and kind of going back to basics and striking out with these individual character-led movies instead of trying to skip all of the steps that Marvel did building their universe and go right for the Justice League type stuff in like third movie or whatever.
And we're not even a minute into the damn podcast and they have already been compared to Marvel.
You're the one that brought it up in the pregame. We have that recorded. So
I need a little ding every time you compare this to Marvel. So there's the first ding.
No, and that's
we got the counter going.
Yeah, and I don't really need to, but they're doing it the right way. It seems like, and I'm excited for James Gunn directing.
I absolutely agree. I think you're right in that their realization of not to be Marvel and just sort of be themselves and focus on these really, really cool properties that they do have and not to try to intertwine everything was the right way to go. And
to be fair, they are intertwining things, but they're just going to do it the right way.
Yeah, they are, but
fast forwarding like they did before.
Exactly, right. So Joe, fresh off of her viewing of The Joker, got inundated with all these trailers. Joe, what did you think?
I'm actually super excited, and as somebody who's not really, I'm more of a Marvel fangirl than DC.
Ding!
Ding.
Sorry.
I'm super excited, though I have to do a bunch of homework because I haven't seen Wonder Woman or the Justice League. So
Wonder Woman first. Justice League is not.
I got some homework to do, but I'm excited to do the homework because the trailers got me super jazzed. So.
Well, you know what? It would be fun, I think, for you too, since you haven't seen the Justice League yet, to watch the Snyder Cut first and then watch sort of what came out in the theaters.
Yep, definitely.
Because it would be fun to watch what your reaction to the theatrical cut, the initial theatrical cut is.
Yep.
As having not seen any of them.
Have you seen Man of Steel yet? The Superman reboot?
So I don't think so. I've seen
Kevin Costner as Pa Kent.
No, I saw the Batman v Superman, the Batfleck, and I saw Aquaman.
Martha! Why'd you say that name?
Martha. Yeah, so watch Man of Steel. I think they did a really good job with that. I watched that one for sure, and then definitely watch Wonder Woman. I love that movie. Especially because I got to see it with Addie, but in general, amazing. Patty Jenkins absolutely killed it with Wonder Woman. So if you don't care about order, I'd say prioritize Wonder Woman because it's better, but make sure you watch at least the Superman origin one before you go for the Snyder Cut of Justice League.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, so let's jump into it and sort of in order of how we felt sort of the trailers went in a certain way. There's no real order to this. We just put this together, but
least impressive to most impressive.
To most impressive, kind of
ish.
Yeah. So we got Black Adam, a sort of a mishmash of rock voiceover with Black Adam storyboards and a little sort of 1 minute video. And this was disappointing to a fact, just because they've been talking about this movie forever and nothing has been filmed yet. They've made, I think I've heard they did like a costume fitting or whatnot on him. So, and they've gone that far, but yeah, they haven't shot a lick of footage. And so, but the storyboards look cool. It's cool to hear The Rock voice Black Adam. So, and it's confusing right off the bat, because you've heard about this movie for years and years and years, and then this is what you get, and you're like, oh, is it supposed to be an animated movie? But, and then it says in the description that they're just storyboards, and that's what you're getting, and blah, 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 blah. So, Joe, what did you think of the Black Adam trailer?
Well, no, first of all, I was like, okay, wait, what is this? And okay, a Shazam spinoff, I guess, or sequel to Shazam, possibly.
He's the bad guy, kind of.
Okay.
Yes. So have you seen Shazam?
No.
Fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, great movie. Zach Levi kills it.
Like I said, I need to do my homework.
Right. And I'm not going to spoil it for you, but they hint towards him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So
I figured as much. So.
Yeah.
But it looks interesting. I'm all about The Rock, and the artwork looks really cool. So
you smell what he's cooking, Joe.
I do. I smell what The Rock
all your
is
homework, all your textbooks for your homework is available on Vudu, by the way.
Sweet. Yeah. So it's not all Marvel on your Vudu.
Stop! Go look at it. There's definitely DC on there.
Ding.
There's a lot of animated DC on there, actually.
Oh, the animated DC movies are great.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that and not me. The way you said it. What, you don't like the cinematic DC stuff, Andy? Should we go down that road?
Well,
save it for later. We'll save it for later.
Well, we'll wrap up with this.
Okay.
And back to Black Adam.
Yeah. Nate, what did you think?
Sure. Excited for this. The Rock was literally built for this role. If you've ever read the comics or seen any of the animated stuff with Black Adam in it, it's one step into makeup and costume and you're done for him, right? Basically. I think he'll do a great job. The Rock can actually act. If anybody's seen him in Ballers and some of the other stuff he's been in, that isn't Fast and the Furious and Scorpion King and all that jazz.
Jumanji.
Yeah, exactly. He can carry some dramatic acting a little bit. So I'm excited to see what he does. I'm super excited that they're including Dr. Fate and Hawkman and Atom Smasher, and I forget who the other person was in the quad that they showed in the extended piece. But Dr. Fate specifically, because he's a fucking badass. It'll be cool to see him realized. It'll also be cool to see what gets spun out of this. They've already talked about the Shazam 2 movie.
Yeah, Fury of the Gods.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how these things kind of intertwine. And it looks like they're shooting for December 2021 for Black Adam.
Right.
So hopefully we can go back to a movie theater by then.
We'll see. True.
We shall see. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Andy?
I agree. I was a little let down with the lack of actual footage, but in terms of sort of what we got, it did get me excited to see, and especially just sort of a Black Adam origin story, just because it's a cool. It's such a cool story for a character, and he is so powerful that it's one of those stories that you just don't get from superheroes all that often.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see where it goes. And yeah, I'm excited to see The Rock sort of immerse himself in this role and really, and really not try to be The Rock playing Black Adam, but I really know that he's going to try to dig in and make himself Black Adam in this. So that's what I'm excited to see.
Yeah, I'm excited. And Joe, just for side note, so Superman's only weakness besides kryptonite is magic, and Black Adam and Shazam's power come from magic. So Black Adam is basically your anti-Superman and stronger, because he also has magic, kind of thing.
Oh,
That's
that's
the quick summary of that. It's
the down and dirty.
Yeah.
All right, so the next trailer that came in that we're going to talk about, that we've seen sort of the most footage from, is Wonder Woman 1984. And we finally get to see what Cheetah looks like all cheated out, which is cool.
Full 70s bush, or 80s bush, I guess.
Right.
In the 80s. Yeah.
And this is, you said it, Patty Jenkins hit the first one out of the park. I'm excited to see her hit this one out of the park. It's going to be great to see this, a 1980s period piece, Wonder Woman. I hope that they at least sort of do some cheesy reference to the Linda Carter, because that was around the same time that came out.
Yeah. And
I'm looking forward to this one. I'm looking forward to see her go head to head with Cheetah, because that's pretty much her sort of main villain in the comics. I'm excited to see Kristen Wiig jump into that and go crazy, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm totally stoked for this. I can't wait to see it. We should have already seen it by now, right?
Right.
Yeah, but thanks to the virus, we're waiting. When does this come out? Soon-ish.
Good question. We should
end of year, September something. That's bad.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, bad on me for not getting that information up. Soon,
My phone's
2020 sometime, we will see Wonder Woman 1984, be it from the the comfort of our own homes, or possibly in some
beyond the grave. Wait, what?
Nate, how did you feel about this trailer?
Yeah, super stoked. It was nice to see a little more of Chris Pine, because he just has been killing it in pretty much everything he's been in. I think his delivery of some of the lines in the trailer just kind of endeared him to me a little bit more. Me to him, said that backwards. A little bit more. His delivery is on point. I mean, he comes out with a cheesy outfit and I'm ready to go, flips around his fanny pack, and we can do better. And then he's dressed as Michael Jackson from Thriller with parachute pants. And parachute pants? Everyone's parachuting now? And that I literally went, ha! It was like a quick bark of laughter. It was awesome. I'm super stoked for the full 80s bush Cheetah. I can't wait to see Kristen Wiig in that role anyway, but it'll be cool to see how they actually make her kind of stand up to the demigod that is Wonder Woman. And I'm a little confused. A little confused about why she's using her lasso to swing onto lightning when she can fly.
But that was pretty darn cool regardless.
It was really cool, but she flew before, right? So
Because why wouldn't you swing onto lightning if you could?
Well, so Wonder Woman, her powers have been sort of on and off, back and forth. Because if you remember, for the longest time, she had her invisible jet.
Right.
That was how she flew. And then New 52 gave her pants, first off. And then they also gave her the ability to fly. So depending on who penned the comics and who wrote the comics, her powers sort of switched from can't fly to fly to can't fly to fly to flying an invisible jet to flying. So she did like super jumps in the first movie, right? She didn't actually fly, did she?
At the end of the first movie, she's like hovering in midair and shoots lightning down.
Oh, that's
Spoiler
right.
Alert.
Okay.
And then also is it the Justice League movie at the beginning? I think she's flying there too, but I'm not 100%.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we need to Google that one.
Yeah. So and that could be, who knows? It could just be a continuity error in this sort of, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, Joe, what did you think of the Wonder Woman trailer?
Well, I thought the Lasso of the Lightning was pretty cool. Chris Pine, I'm all on board for, and he was cracking me up through the whole thing. The so I haven't seen the first one. But the Cheetah Gal was giving me some severe Selena Kyle Batman vibes.
Yeah,
right.
In the beginning, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And turns out she ends up being DC's Catwoman, apparently, which, cool.
Catwoman is DC, Joe.
Oh, right.
But Marvel still has a...
Oh,
sorry.
Ding!
I had to throw that in there. Go ahead, Joe. Finish. Complete.
Anywho, yeah, that was kind of my takeaways from it.
Sorry,
moving on.
Sorry with the sidetrack there. Release date is October 2nd.
That's okay. That's right. I knew it was this year.
Yeah, up from December 13, 2019.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Yeah. So just a quick note on Chris Pine. Chris Pine is one of those guys who initially you thought was just sort of another pretty face, but considering the roles that he's taken on, he has become sort of Brad Pittish in my eyes. He's taken on some of these really cool, fun roles, and one of the best roles that really like sold me as his official fans are called Pine Nuts.
Of course they are. That's perfect.
And there's a great clip from what the British Graham Norton British talk show where Chris Pine and Benedict Cumberbatch were on, and it was they were pointing out girls in the audience to find out which person they were there to see.
Are they Pine Nuts or are they Cumber bitches?
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But one of the best roles that Chris Pine has ever taken in my eyes was the leader of the brothers in Smokin' Aces.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and he was just
out of control on that.
So good in that movie, and that was like the first time I'm like, wait, that's that guy, and he's just so good in that role. So anyway, I'm totally stoked for this. I can't wait to see this.
Same.
Yeah. So the next trailer that dropped, well, sort of a not necessarily a trailer, but a sort of a clippy.
Whoa.
was the new Suicide Squad movie, or The Suicide Squad, with James Gunn at the helm, and this came about his abrupt firing from Marvel, but then as he was making this movie, he got rehired from Marvel. But dude, this movie looks incredible.
I am so excited for this movie because I actually saw Suicide Squad.
Hey, yeah, and it's not a direct sequel, but sort of a side story of this, because we get a lot of the actors that were in the original Suicide Squad back in this movie. And dude, yeah, we get Margot Robbie in a more sort of classic Harley Quinn outfit. We get James Rooker, Flula Borg, Nathan Fillion, Pete Davidson. I mean,
pretty much everybody's in this movie.
Yeah, just like the cast alone in this movie is just going to make it so good. And then, God, I mean, what else? And then just James Gunn at the helm. I mean, I hate to say, what could go wrong?
You jinxed it, dude.
I did,
man.
Totally. I spooked it. Joe, what do you think about this?
I'm so excited, and like I'm kind of more excited because it looks like it's like an old war movie, but with the comic spin on it.
Right.
So for me, that like I'm so on board with that, and just Harley Quinn because she was amazing in the first one. So
yeah,
I'm like, give me more.
Yeah, dude, and
I'm way on board.
And we get a live action King Shark. Like,
yeah.
Steve Agee's playing him.
Yes, I know. That's so good.
Cool.
Oh man, they did him in the Flash show, which was cool. The King Shark versus Gorilla Grodd episode was fantastic. But I'm so excited to see sort of a big budget King Shark interacting with the other guys. So it's gonna be so cool. Nate, what do you think on this?
Yeah, super excited. the fact that James Gunn says this is the biggest movie he's ever worked on, I'm a little like, really? Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, not the biggest movie?
So
I'm all in.
When the dude thinks it's better than Guardians, I'm like, okay.
Well, he said bigger. He didn't say better, but
yeah.
it was going to be tough to top Guardians of the Galaxy, but I'm so on board for this movie right now, and he is the perfect director for this. It's an ensemble cast, just like Guardians was. It's going to be like, I want to say it's going to be a mix of like Guardians of the Galaxy and fucking like Kill Bill. Like it's going to be some crazy blood everywhere and awesome soundtracks and a really crazy cool character development. I'm really excited to see what they do with King Shark. I love what they did with him and the treatment for the video game that we're going to talk about next.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see what they do with him and him live, and he better, rip somebody's head off or something. Yeah. That's a waste of a giant shark man, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm stoked for everybody in this movie too. It's interesting to see what Sean Gunn as the Weasel does, because I have no info on that character at all. So we'll see what that turns out to be. But I've loved him and all of his brother's stuff too. So
yeah, and there are a bunch of YouTube videos out there that go through who the different characters are, because obviously a lot of these are deep cuts in the DC universe. And so, for example, Nathan Fillion, TDK, he can take his body parts off and use them as weapons.
Is that what that is? What's his name stand for? I don't understand.
I'm not sure. I don't
Death
know.
Kill is like a...
yeah, it's something like that. And then Polka Dot Man can use the color spectrum and use the polka dots like fly off of his shirt and everything. So or his suit and whatnot. So I'm totally stoked to see this. It's
we're gonna need a cheat sheet for this movie. Like, who are
right? It's like they took all of the characters you could possibly put on it in a giant claw machine, and then just let fate decide who was going to be in the movie.
Right, and hopefully this plays to sort of the brilliance of James Gunn and what he can do with these, what he can do with these low level characters, like he did with Marvel, and really bring them to the forefront. So who knows? I have very, very high hopes for this movie. I hope it kicks all sorts of ass, and I just hope it's fun.
Well, it's a 70s war movie. Imagine how great the soundtrack's going to be.
Oh man. I mean, this is literally in his wheelhouse. So I hope it comes out just half as good as that little sizzle reel was.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah. And then on the Suicide Squad tip, we get the Rocksteady video game 4-minute trailer of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video game.
Fuck yeah. That looks so good.
Nate, start us off on this, dude.
God, I'm sorry. So so just off the top, the intro opening scene credits, whatever you want to call it, the video, reminded me of the intro to the DC Universe Online,
right?
With Brainiac, because Brainiac's in the background. He's the big bad, obviously, controlling soups, I guess, or whatever. Yeah. And just the comic relief at the beginning where they're faking out their handlers saying, "Yeah, we're headed in. We're lay some cover fire," and she's like trying to get a slice of pizza, and Boomerang guy is all hungover, and I'm excited to see how it goes. That King Shark is dope with all the tats and everything on him.
Oh yeah.
I'm super excited for that. And then it looks like, oh shit, we are gonna have to fight that guy.
Yeah.
Superman and the Justice League. Like, so okay, Brainiac can mind control over people apparently, and now we got to take him out. I guess is long and short of it from what my initial guess, but it looks great. I'm excited. Let's do it.
Yeah, and Rocksteady was the same group that made the Arkham Knight series. So just on that note, those were such brilliant, great video games, and I played those to completion. I 100%ed all of those, and I just cannot wait to see. I can't wait to play this game. Joe, what did you think?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. It gave, again, Harlequin. Totally on board. But it gave me like a Borderlands, like Sunset Overdrive kind of vibe, and like it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I hope you can play multiplayer, like online multiplayer with the squad.
Dude, that would be great.
That
yeah.
would be dope.
Somebody gets Deadshot, somebody gets King Shark, somebody gets Captain Boomerang.
Right.
No, that would be incredible. Yeah. All right. So next on our list,
Andy, what did you think? We didn't get your opinion.
Well, I pretty much interjected in between. I mean, I love the Arkham series games so much. Just the storylines alone, all of the deep cuts in terms of the characters and everything. I'm assuming that they're going to give us that level of play in this game as well. So I'm just excited. I mean, the fact that it's subtitled Kill the Justice League, like obviously you're going to go through all of the members of the Justice League to get to Superman at the end. And no, I can't wait. It's such a great aspect of a game to be the anti-hero, sort of the bad guys going against the good guys. And that's just something that I love. It's you don't always get to play like that. And I just can't wait. I can't wait.
Same.
Joe,
it's awesome.
You're going to have to freeze me.
All right, fine.
All right, so next on our list is the Justice League Snyder Cut coming out on HBO Max, which we found out is going to be 4 one-hour segments, and we're going to get the fully realized Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. And immediately, this trailer starts off with fucking Darkseid.
Yeah, there's no foreplay at all. He just sticks right in you.
Right, yeah.
Literally, Darkseid's sticking the thing into the ground.
Okay, I've just got to say, like, Zack Snyder really, really likes that version of Hallelujah. Because first, I was like, is this the song that was playing in Watchmen?
Yeah, during the sex scene.
Zack Snyder. Like, okay, going with it.
So this came about. There was a big internet campaign after the failure of Justice League to release this cut, and it came on for years and years and years, and then finally HBO Max, with their agreement with Warner, finally came out and said, yeah, let's do this. And yeah, Zack Snyder finally gets to finish it. We get to see this cut, which I'm anxiously excited to see how different it is from what we got.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. Again, I think Henry Cavill kills it as Superman. I'm excited to see what his arc was in this movie compared to what it was in the theatrical cut. And dude, this is going to be killer. It's going to be great. I'm amazed that this actually happened. This is actually came about.
The power of the geek fandom runs deep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Nate, what are your thoughts on this?
Sure. Yeah. Super excited. I couldn't be more excited, honestly. It's the movie was a pretty big letdown, even though I enjoyed parts of it. I actually enjoyed that movie a lot. Addie loves it. We watch it several times. I own it. I think it's a good movie in general. It just, you could definitely tell it's missing a lot. It jumped around a bit. There are a lot of scenes that were removed that really needed to be in there. A lot of people's times was cut. Cyborg's character development specifically. So there's a lot of backstory there that's going to be put back in. So I'm really excited for it. I'm glad that the campaign actually worked, especially once celebrities started picking it up and running with it. Everyone was really calling for the Snyder Cut. And, and what a great way to kind of honor his vision after he had to leave with in such a tragic way from the film. He'll actually get to see his vision fulfilled, like you said. I'm a little, not concerned is the wrong word. I'm not thrilled with 4 one-hour episodes. I'd prefer like a part 1, part 2 kind of situation. because they're just doing that for viewers, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't like that part of it. I do like that it's going to be on HBO Max. And so they have the agreement with Warner now. So does that mean all of the DC properties are coming to HBO Max?
So with the sort of dissolution of the DC online or the DC streaming service, yes, so their agreement with Warner is bringing all of that content to HBO Max. I know.
Fuck yeah.
Right. So we're going to get all of the shows, and we just started watching Doom Patrol.
Yeah, that's on my list. I need to start that.
God damn, it's so good.
Is it really? Okay.
It's so good. The guy who plays Cyborg is actually really, really good. And I didn't realize how big of a part he was going to have in it. But he's fantastic. But yeah, if you guys get a chance and can start watching it when you get a chance, start watching it. It is so good. We're 4 episodes in right now. Nice. And it's fantastic. It's so good.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. I just caught up on oh Jesus, what was the one I was talking about before? Tentacled Cthulhu.
Oh yeah,
Lovecraft Country. Yeah, Lovecraft Country. I just caught up on that, so I need another show to tide me over.
Okay, yeah, go get the Doom Patrol, because that is it's so good.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah.
Joe,
did we get your
Oh,
talk to us about this, Joe. Tell us your feelings.
Tell me about
likes Hallelujah. No, I'm excited for it because of what Nate was saying about how getting like the fact that this got made, that nerds were listened to, and the release the Snyder Cut hashtag actually worked.
Hashtag get Nate hired.
Yeah,
let's see if that works.
Get Nate hired.
Let's see if that works.
Yes.
And so yeah, and I'm excited to watch both now the Snyder Cut and the original one and see which one's better.
Yeah. No, I'm excited
because I loved Watchmen. Like I think he did fantastic with Watchmen. So
I agree that Watchmen came out too close to The Dark Knight for it to be for it to resonate, I think, with people.
Yeah, so. And like I watched the original cut and then his, I guess it's the director's cut, whichever, the 3-hour mega ridiculous cut, and so good.
Oh yeah.
But I digress.
Yeah. All right. Next on our list, we get another video game that seems to be a sort of a sequel to the Arkham Knight series. We get Gotham Knights. And the trailer starts with Bruce Wayne's sort of last words to the Bat family.
Oh, this gave me chills.
Yeah, Batman and Commissioner Gordon are dead.
Yeah.
Beginning of this, like, damn.
Right. No, it's such a great idea for a game. And again, this has like all the mechanics of the Arkham series that I'm just stoked. We're going to get 2 of these games within a year of each other, and it's fucking fantastic.
Is this the same developer?
So it's not Rocksteady. It's the other one, and I can't remember who it is right now.
Okay. So this one I've heard that you can play multiplayer.
Right. Yeah.
And you can switch characters dynamically too. There's 4 playable characters, right? There's Robin, Nightwing,
Batgirl, and Red Hood.
Red Hood, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool. This is the first time we've ever had a playable Batgirl in a video game, I think, too, right?
No, actually, you could play her in the last. She was a DLC for the last Arkham series game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, and it was fun to play as her. She was voiced actually by Ashley Greene of Twilight fame. Yes.
Who has what color hair?
I would believe that would be brunette.
Yeah.
Ding.
Yeah.
Joe, what did you think of this trailer?
Oh man, this trailer hooked me from get-go. The whole opening sequence with like just the newscast, and then all of a sudden, like I had no idea what this was about, by the way. So
okay,
I was just like, wait,
no, same.
Batman's dead and Gordon's dead and everybody's dead. Oh my god. And yeah, like totally hooked me in. And the gameplay looks like so much fun, very much like the Arkham games. And then the ending got me so bad. I'm like, wait, what? What is this Bioshocky goodness that looks? What?
What is that? The owl? It's the owl. What is it called? There's a name for those people.
It's the Court of Owls.
Court of Owls. Thank you,
Oh.
Jesus.
Yep. No, the Court of Owls.
Deliciously creepy. I can't wait.
So they're like the founding fathers, like the founding father secret society of Gotham.
Oh, I'm hooked. I'm on board. Sign me up.
They tried to do it in the series Gotham, and it didn't come off that well. But they're a creepy, weird secret society that has their hands in everything, and it's just going to be cool.
See the dude in the owl mask. I was like,
yeah. Oh yeah. So good. Nate, what are your feelings on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think I pretty much said them. I'm good. It's going to be. I guess I'm excited to see what they do that's going to expand the basic Arkham kind of formula.
Yeah.
Similar with Suicide Squad. Also, I'm excited to see how they raise the combat stakes, because that horse has been kind of beat to death. I like being able to kick everybody's ass, but I want to be able to do it in a different way, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how that works. I really hope the characters play significantly different from each other, because it's very easy to take movesets and just reskin it.
Right.
That's one thing that here's a Marvel reference. That's one thing
Ding.
that the Marvel's Avengers game beta just ended, and so you got to play as Hulk. Who are the main ones you got to play with? Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, Black Widow, and Iron Man. And they all play completely different. So obviously they're different characters, but there really aren't any similarities in their movesets and even like button combo type stuff. So hopefully they do that, where they make the characters in this game feel completely different, and hopefully there's some weight behind the attacks and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where the story goes. I don't have any information about the Court of Owls at all. So it'd be cool to see how they bring that stuff into the world.
Well, and it's I just want to see what the death of Batman, because that was one of the great lines, and I think that's got to be Kevin Conroy delivering those lines again, because it sounds like his voice doing it. But it won't take people long to find out that the Batman is gone, So just what that brings out in Gotham is just going to be so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then you get the kids have to figure out how Batman protected, and that's just I don't know, right there I'm sold. Although it doesn't take that much to sell me on a DC video game. So.
I don't believe you.
Right, yes.
So says the Marvel fanboy.
Well, Andy does have a plushy Batman and a Metropolis poster behind him, and I'm sure there's other stuff we can't make out from here. So
right, yeah.
Fair
Actually,
point.
I have
Actually, I have Wonder Woman on the wall behind me. So and no Marvel. So.
Right. I have a Superman light switch plate. That's how crazy I am. All right. I think the next trailer sort of brought down the house in my estimation here. So we finally got the first sort of blurry footage of Matt Reeves, the Batman.
Yes.
Our Patsman.
Yeah.
Nice. I hadn't heard that one. Sparkly Batman. Who definitely does not sparkle in this trailer.
Joe, what were your initial thoughts on this trailer?
I'm so excited, except for one problem.
What's your problem?
I love Robert Pattinson, and I totally buy him in the Batman suit. I don't buy him out of it. The minute they showed him out of it, I was like, nope.
Oh.
But I'm even more excited for Paul Dano as Riddler.
Yeah.
Because I love him in There Will Be Blood. He's one of my favorite characters in that movie. I love him. And also Bernard from
From Westworld, Jeffrey Wright.
Yes. As Gordon. I'm sold.
Yeah.
But yeah, the emo, like, messy guyliner Bruce Wayne.
Messy guyliner Bruce
Wayne. No. And the music, though, is so good, too.
Yeah.
And, like, I want to see it so bad.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just can't buy him outside the Batman suit. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. That's valid. Your feelings are valid, Joe. We'll get through this. We'll talk through this. Yeah. Nate, what are your feelings on this?
Sure. Yeah, super excited. This looks more like a real Batman movie than Chris Nolan's Batman movies. I think this is going to be darker, grittier, and if possible, than Nolan's world. Colin Farrell is the Penguin.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah. That'll be interesting. I'm super excited for a insanely serious Riddler. Like, I'm smarter than everybody, and I'm gonna fucking toy with you and kill you. And no green spandex, no Jim Carrey Kane, although I love that character in that world. I'm really on board for that. But I totally agree with Joe. I know this is supposed to be kind of a period piece in Batman's arc where he's younger and doesn't have all of the super tech, because that car is definitely not the Batmobile that we expect. It's like a souped up muscle car, basically. It'll be interesting to see where this takes place, because I don't think it's supposed to be kind of present day.
No, so this is Batman year 2 is what I've heard. So this is year 2 of him being Batman.
Gotcha.
So,
no, that makes a lot of sense then. Yeah. So he's still young and snotty. But yeah, the you don't know pain, goth Bruce Wayne. That'll be funny, I think.
You know me, and I'm gonna love goth, but I'm like, don't buy it.
Yeah, I do. I'm excited to see how he does as Bruce Wayne, because I think from the trailer we can tell that he's gonna do well as the Batman. But it'll really be telling to see how he does as Bruce Wayne, because I think obviously Ben Affleck, I think, was a good Bruce Wayne and not a good Batman. So it'll be interesting to see how Pattinson does, and he's been in some seriously dramatic roles since all the sparkly vampire shit. So I'm excited to see where that has put him as far as an actor goes. It'll be nice to have some of that serious gravitas back in the role again, I think.
He's got the chops for this. He absolutely has the chops for this. And I think that he can handle it just fine. I'm not worried about the Bruce Wayne clips that we saw in this trailer at all. Like, I know that they will have substance and will make sense, and I have a feeling that he will kill it as Bruce Wayne. Like, I think the best, and we could talk about this, and this is argumentative too, but I think the two best sort of Batman Bruce Wayne combos we've seen are Michael Keaton and Christian Bale. I thought Christian Bale had sort of that really good mix of, you could buy him as the billionaire playboy, and he really sold the Batman. When he was in it.
You could buy him too as the hurt, I'm upset because my parents got killed.
Right. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. So, and this is a question for everybody here. Do you think that we're going to get a flashback Martha and
origin?
Kent? Do you think we'll get the alley shooting? Do you think we'll get that in this?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows that story by now.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. I'm totally stoked for this. I really loved the part where he goes up against the gang And one guy goes at him, and then he just beats the "I'm vengeance." And
who are you supposed to be? Yeah,
that was just, and then just beats the ever loving shit out of him. And then the reactions of the other guys are like, "Oh man, I'm stoked for this." Yeah, a gritty, just down to earth Batman, which is something that we almost got. We almost got that realized sort of Batman in a real universe with Christopher Nolan and everything that he did with the Dark Knight trilogy. I think this is just gonna, jump on it and really bring it home some more. And then this comes out at the end of December next year, 2021.
Yeah. I'm excited to see what Zoe Kravitz can do with Catwoman too. That looks like a more serious version of Catwoman as well, where she's more like practical, pragmatic, kick-ass burglar / sniper / whatever.
Yeah,
and then Andy Serkis as Alfred will be.
I can't wait to see that.
An interesting change.
Yeah, but Joe, you hit the nail on the head with Jeffrey Wright. I'm so stoked to see him as Gordon, and come into this role. I just watched him do a sort of retrospective on all of his roles, and he had a similar sort of undertaking when he took on Felix Leiter in the James Bond franchise. As sort of the first man of color to play Felix Leiter on the screen. And now he's going to do that with Jim Gordon. And no, they could not have picked a better actor for James Gordon right now. I think the
minute I saw him in the trailer, I was like, Gordon.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah. So
there he is. There's my Jim Gordon.
Right. But two things that did take me out of it just a little bit were the sort of the black hiking boots. They focused a little too much on the black hiking boots. It was like, are those Batman's?
Are those Doc Martens? What is he wearing?
Right. Okay, he
maybe his mother really did wear combat boots. I don't know.
He shops at DSW for his shoes.
They're practical and comfortable, I guess.
Right. Yeah. That's funny. And then you're right. The Batmobile. I was like, wait, that's the Batmobile? Yeah. Okay. All right. Hopefully they, but I can't wait to see this. I think it's going to be great. I am hopeful that he just knocks this out of the park, and we can talk about him in sort of the Bale and Keaton light of the best sort of on-screen Batmans.
Yeah.
Man, I really hope so.
Yeah.
And I want him to do so well just because I love Robert Pattinson, and everybody's going to give him shit about being the Twilight guy or, the Harry Potter guy. It's like, he can be Batman. He can do it. I have faith.
I did not mind this casting at all from the moment that they came out with it, because he's right in that age when the other guys played Batman, and he's got the chops. He certainly has the chops for this. So, man, I'm totally in. With the right story, I think, especially a year 2 Batman story, come on, I think he can do this.
Yeah. And I'm so excited for Riddler again, because let's get some Riddler. Last time it was Jim Carrey. Come on.
Right. No, let's get some terrifying, how exactly terrifying the Riddler can be.
Like, I wish Nolan would have done Riddler.
Right.
But I'm glad he went with Scarecrow, but I'm ready for like a gritty Riddler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to talk over you there. I was
no worries.
I was going the same way, where it'll be nice to see a vicious, lethal Riddler like the Joker was in the last trilogy.
Yeah.
Or that last movie.
Right.
It's an iconic villain that you'll never forget, kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree. So out of sort of everything that we saw from DC Fandome this weekend, what is highest on your list? Joe, what for you? Like, if you could only see one of these, what would you go see?
Curveball.
Ooh, that is tough.
Seriously.
God. Let's see. I would say probably our Pats Man.
Okay, all right.
I want to say Suicide Squad or Gotham Knights, the video game.
Uh-huh.
Those would be my two runner-ups, but yeah, I gotta see the Batman.
Okay, all right, cool. Nate, if you could only see one.
Oh, that's not. How about I get one for just me and one for me and Addie? Because
There you go. Well, okay, so you're gonna go see Wonder Woman with Addie.
Obviously. So
okay, right. No,
put that one aside.
Okay.
Shit. A James Gunn Suicide Squad, I think.
Okay.
As long as it comes in a box set with the video game, the Suicide Squad video game, because I really want to play that. It looks amazing. But yeah, I can't wait to see what James Gunn does with Suicide Squad. I want more of that world and those characters. And no offense to Batman and our pets, but I've seen a million Batmans. I'm stoked to see it. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see something that looks fresher and cleaner.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's me.
I am going to agree with Nate here. I think if I could only see one, and if we only got to the theater to see one movie, I would spend it to go see Suicide Squad. Again, nothing against the Batman and everything, but I think this, in terms of what the movie will be, I have a feeling that Suicide Squad is going to be, the more fun, sort of better, sort of theater experience. And that's just who knows? I could be wrong.
If there were no theaters, which one would you rather see?
You know what? I would say Suicide Squad still.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Final thoughts.
DC Fandome kicked ass. It was awesome. I wish I had watched it live. Apparently there were a bunch of 25-minute panels back and forth in between them that I missed. I mean, they brought Linda Carter on for the panel for Wonder Woman's 40th, I think, anniversary. And then they had, I think it was the Batman panel. I'm not sure. I listened to Kevin Smith and Bernardin talk about it on their podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Fat Man Beyond, shameless plug. Where apparently Jim Lee was there and had a bunch of people submit their work and basically critiqued a bunch of this guy's artwork live. And he said, there's a bunch of people that applied for this, to be on the panel, but your work was the closest to being ready for these books. And this is what I would change. And yeah, I'm going to go kind of research some of that stuff and see if I can pull up those panels, because it sounded like there was a bunch of really good stuff there.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what the rest of the universes do in this kind of format. I know Sony's spinning up their Spider-Verse hardcore. So we'll see how that
spinning
goes.
Spinning up?
You see what I did there? Well, I didn't even mean to do that.
Oh, God.
Sony's shooting webs out of their ass on this one. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see how everyone handles these things. And I really do like the digital cons. Like, I never went to the cons, and I really regret not going to the cons, but I'm enjoying the digital con delivery stuff so far. So
no con cred.
Right. I have zero con cred, even though I lived in San Diego for 5 years. What a missed opportunity.
Man. Yeah. I'm right there with you. I totally stoked on this event. I watched some of the panels after the fact on YouTube, and they were so good. They were so great. And that sort of I dove a little deeper, just sort of around when I was watching these. But I found myself on, this is totally off the subject too, but it was a Zoom table read of Scott Pilgrim versus the World with all the cast in it.
Oh my goodness.
If you have a couple hours, please watch it, because it's so
a couple
good.
Hours. I love that movie.
Oh man, no, it's great. Chris Evans is in it, so he's in it. He does his Lucas
I
Lee.
remember he's in it. Yeah, he's one of the boyfriends. Yeah.
No, it's so great. It's so funny. It's so good. So if you have a chance, watch that. It's hilarious. And Anna Kendrick does her. She has to play the part of Brie Larson because Brie Larson wasn't there to do it. But you remember she was Scott's brother in the movie.
Right.
So she played both roles in it, and it's so great. It's just so fun to sort of see them all on a Zoom call going through their lines and everything. And it's Edgar Wright is there reading the direction and everything too. So it's really good.
That sounds fun.
But yeah, I dug it. I thought it was a very, very cool event. I love that they dropped all these trailers on us in this weekend this way. And yeah, the excitement for sort of these DC properties right now is at an all-time high for me. So, and that's saying a lot.
Right? Yeah. You must be fully erect right now.
Oh man.
Wow. Well, we'll just, lean back and take a little.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nobody
wants
and
the podcast has reached a new low.
It's about to get lower. Nobody wants your popcorn right now, Andy.
Welcome to Rum Regret After Dark. My name is Andy, and I will be right here with you.
Giggity. Giggity.
Giggity, giggity.
Joe, what are your final thoughts here?
Super excited, and also it kind of this is lit a fire under my butt to go watch all these movies that I haven't watched, like Wonder Woman.
Put down Animal Crossing for a few hours a day.
Yeah.
But if I don't, who's gonna sell my turnips? But yeah, no, I have a list of homework that I'm actually super excited now to go and do and get all ready to watch all these cool movies and play these cool games. And
on a side note, Who's Gonna Sell My Turnips is Joe's Animal Crossing podcast. Coming soon on the Rum Regret Network.
Yeah.
So if anybody has turnips they're selling for 600 bells, hit me up, Joe Chickadee.
That's actually not a bad idea. Anybody wants to run some drugs with me in GTA Online? I could use some help. Yeah. My cocaine was blown up in midair last time.
Oh God. All right. So what were your thoughts on DC Fandome? What was your favorite trailer? What do you guys think as Robert Pattinson as Batman and our first sort of real look at him as Bruce Wayne and Batman? Let us know in the comments. You can find us at rumundergret.com, rum_regret on Twitter, and the Rum and Regret podcast on Facebook. Joe, where can they find you on the socials?
Joe Chickadee on the socials or at joechickadee.com.
Nate?
Avid Gamer on all the socials. That's AV1D Gamer.
And I am Crazy Drake on Facebook, Andrew Drake on Twitter. Once again, we are the Rum and Regret podcast. And until next time, we have spoken.
Yeah.